My name is Rodger Watson. I'm Deputy Director at the Designing Out Crime Research Centre at the University of Technology, Sydney in Australia. My background, I studied psychology. It was my first degree, and I worked for a number of years with victims of crime before moving into crime prevention. Also studied a Masters of Criminology to help me in that practice. And about 4 years ago, I went to the University of Technology, Sydney and joined Designing Out Crime. I'm most of the way through a PhD in design as well. At Designing Out Crime, we use design thinking with government agencies and organisations that have been struggling to solve problems in the conventional ways. So we bring design thinking to them as a methodology for changing the way they solve problems. One of the projects that I'm really excited about is one we started about a year ago. It's actually with the agency that I joined the public service in, so Victim Services New South Wales. The project there was to transform the criminal justice system in New South Wales, so quite ambitious, but to transform it from putting the victim of crime at the centre of the criminal justice system. So we've worked with them to understand what the victim's needs are. We've worked with them and their stakeholders to come up with a vision for what that could look like, and several solution directions. So looking at changing the court experience for victims of crime. Court experience can be very traumatic and actually not all that helpful for the victim. So how can we redesign that experience from the victim's point of view to make it a better experience, an experience that gives them a sense of justice? Over the years, we've learnt that just doing the thinking ourselves doesn't lead to the best outcomes. So in the early days, we were learning how to do design thinking together as a multidisciplinary team. As we've built our expertise, we've realised that sharing that knowledge with the people we're working with and building their capacity to use design thinking is really important. I think in general, design thinking is beginning to articulate itself a lot better. It's only a new area really, so it's good that it's starting to articulate itself better and explain itself more clearly. So other disciplines are opening up to design thinking and seeing that it can be used in identifying the problem and reframing the problem, and based on that reframed problem, reframing the solutions. So I really see design thinking as something that can bring disciplines together to help them solve complex problems.